Hi everyone, welcome back to another video, and today we're actually going to finally be moving on to the Studium quest. So I'm going to unlock them first with the facility. Kira Alipo is in need of a helping hand. It's you're the one the Scarlock was telling us about. Claire, yes? Brilliant, just the woman I was hoping to see. As I'm sure you are aware, the Studium is the most prestigious educational institution in all of Charlian. As such, we make a point of only working with the best educators and students. The gleaners we employ are also held to the same high standards, of course, which is perhaps why it has been so difficult to find the assistance we need of late. Surely you understand the trouble of finding competent and capable help. That you come here suggests that you're willing to lend a hand, no? I'm certain you would have much to gain from working with us, if so. Do let me know should you commit to lending your services to the Studium. I should warn you, however, there is much I must explain ere you begin, so please be certain you have sufficient time to spare. Now allow me to explain our work here. Professors and students from our many faculties gather in searchers' meets in order to do business with and recruit reputable individuals such as yourself. Allow me to briefly introduce those here at present. Here we have Borek from the Faculty of Archaeology. He works as an assistant to one Professor Riwusha and is currently seeking a skilled metal worker to help restore an ancient relic. Then there's Jude, who belongs to the Faculty of Astronomy. He seems to be looking for an artisan able to work with leather, cloth, or wood, but he wouldn't tell me much more than that. He's awfully shy, you see. Next we have Dabore, a student studying in the Faculty of Medicine. I'm fairly sure she's carrying out research under the supervision of Professor Gavorich. In any case, I hear she's after someone who knows a thing or two about medicine and nutrition. And here's Hanagishi of the Faculty of Anthropology. She told me she's searching for botanists and miners at present. By the sound of it, she and Professor Tankin are dealing with a formidable task. Last but not least, this is Professor Talaquatia, an associate professor in the Faculty of Etherology. I heard he's in need of a fisher to help him conduct research for his thesis. Unfortunately, things do not seem to be progressing well for him at the moment. I'd say those 5 are the ones most in need of supplementary aid. I'll leave it to your discretion as to who you'll choose to help, although be forewarned, academics can be something of an odd bunch. Just be sure not to leave anyone in the lurch after you've agreed to help them. Okay. So I decided to do something a little bit different here. I am going to be doing all sets of each individual faculty in just one video. I just wanted to see what it would be like. Okay, so as of right now we are Carpenter, so let's go ahead and start off with Jude, which is the Astronomy. So that's as good as place as I need to start. In search of the Azure star, Jude appears troubled. Dear, oh dear, if only he were here to help. Goodness me, you gave me quite the scare. Do I know you? I must apologize. As you've likely already gathered, I am rather easily startled. Is that a miss? Yes, you see, I, Jude, belong to the Faculty of Astronomy, and am enlisted in the Classical Astronomers Association. Despite the name, I am the sole member. Until this last year, we were far more in number, but the other students graduated just as I joined. Why remain a part of an association that, but for my efforts, is obsolete, you might ask? Reason is quite simple. I thought it would allow me free access to their telescope. Recently, however, the Faculty of Astronomy and all of its constituents, the Classical Astronomers Association included, have been urged by the Forum to tribute to a natural project. As a result, I am unable to use the telescope as my own discretion. If only my problems ended there. After I've taken over the association's activities, I came to learn the telescope was not only old, but in a state of total disrepair. I have, of course, since attempted to have it repaired, but no craftsman is willing to accept my request. Impatience has led me to attempt to restore it myself. All I've accomplished is making the situation worse, beyond recovery even. Oh, my apologies, I started to ramble. So, you're a craftsman that's been sent by Kia Alipo? I am terribly sorry. Despite having come all this way, there is no longer any telescope to restore. Why not make a new one? Hey, I can do that. Sure, why not make a new one? Indeed, the possibility had not even crossed my mind. Oh, what I wouldn't give for one of those new lenses I've heard so much about. Their precision and clarity is said to be without peer, but the funding required would be astronomical. Perhaps if we forgo the latest and greatest in telescope components, the modest budget I've received from the association may suffice to make one. I best get to work then. Numa and I will no doubt have a plethora of information on the subject of crafting telescopes. While I have an acute fear of crowded places, my desire to look upon the stars is enough to see me through the task. Or so I hope. Jude rushes off, his last words still ringing in your head. You take off in the direction of Nomenon after him. Alright, so that's an interesting way to start. Yeah, I heard that some of these quests are actually really short, and sometimes they don't even seem... If they're as short as I heard that they are, then there's really not much point to try and make their own separate video, so I decided to just compile them all into just one video. So this one here is going to be covering all the quests for the Faculty of Astronomy, and if you're looking for a specific quest, you can just go down to the And if you're looking for a specific quest, just look down in the description below and you can just jump right there. Okay, so let's find Jude. Over here. Oh, you're here to lend me a hand in searching for the necessary tomes? Thank you. Only one other person has ever extended to me such kindness. 87.96% of those I've encountered have approached me, words dripping with honey, looking only to take advantage of my purse strings. But enough about that. Somewhere among these tomes are documents detailing the intricacies of telescopes. Let us split up and search for them. Please, should you find any relevant documents, bring them to me. Okay, and... Encyclopedia of Astronomical Telescopes. Okay, found one. An astronomer's comprehensive overview of the star lens. Okay, so we got all three. Did you stumble across any leads? Okay, incentive telescope, just looking over them. Okay. I think that you managed to find 3 whole tomes. Excellent work. Let's have a look, shall we? A history of observatories. Appears to be all about observatories and the massive telescopes they boast. While the content contained within these pages is near perfect, to create the telescope detailed here would require a budget on par with a national project. Let's take a look at the Encyclopedia of Astronomical Telescopes. What a treasure of a tome! It outlines the entirety of how telescopes are made, down to the smallest of details. Unfortunately, we have only enough gold to cover a fraction of the cost of the parts listed here. Let's see what this last one has to offer. An astronomer's comprehensive overview of the star lens, huh? Star lens? I've never heard of such a thing. According to this, it's an ancient tool used by astronomers to read the stars and can be produced at a reasonable cost. But what good would such an ancient tool accomplish in today's world of astronomy and optics? It doesn't even use a lens. Then again, it is within my means. Might I ask you to craft one for me? While I can only offer you the meager stipend our association receives from the Studium in exchange, I hope you consider it. I can't wait to see how this thing looks. You have my sincerest of thanks. Now then, there's little time to waste. I have already requested to use the place, so let us make our way to the workshop. So something tells me, like, this star lens is going to do the trick in his research. That's what I'm betting, anyway. Hello, Jude? According to my calculations, we should just have enough in the way of funds to craft a star lens. The question that remains, however, is if it will be powerful enough to aid me in my pursuit. Oh, if only he was here. Who's he? You keep talking about he. It isn't Jude! You're looking gloomy as ever. Eh! Who's there? Oh, it's just you, Jeremiah. Have you finally decided to join the Faculty of Astronomy? I know not to which Jeremiah you're referring, but this one shines brighter than any of those so-called stars you gaze upon. You're the only Jeremiah I know. You should know that, since seeing as we've been friends since childhood. That was clearly a joke, Jude. Jude, I'm terribly disappointed. 10 whole years have passed since we first met. I thought you'd grow out of it eventually. Yet you insist on immersing yourself in this tedious, unrewarding work. We are pupils of the Studium. It is all but blasphemy to whittle away the best of our years. No stuck between dusty old tomes. Now, why don't you set aside your wayward aspirations and join me in the Faculty of Literature? We might even be able to fetch you a decent-looking bride. I've recently joined the Poetry Lovers Club. We speak of love and life while sipping on the finest of tea. Does that not sound pleasurable to you? Jeremiah, was it not you who introduced me to the wonders of astronomy? What made you lose interest in the subject? That is neither here nor there. I'm simply worried you're wasting away here all on your own. Just promise me you'll think on it, alright? Was that your friend? Doesn't seem like much of a friend here. I must apologize for not introducing you. That was Jeremiah, a childhood friend of mine. Ever since I could remember, we would spend our nights together gazing up at the stars. It was a decade ago when it happened. The two of us took part in an astronomer's workshop. One night when we were looking up at the night sky, we spotted a mysterious blue light. Concluding it was an unidentified celestial body, we immediately notified the Studium's Faculty of Astronomy. No matter how much they searched, they were unable to find the light we had seen. In the end, the Studium chalked it up to the ramblings of imaginative school children. Out of sheer frustration, we decided to join the Faculty of Astronomy, vowing to one another that we'd one day rediscover the Azure body we saw that night. Jeremiah, being a summer older than I, enrolled first. When I finally entered, it was as though he were a different person. All vestiges of the old Jeremiah and the promise we made one another forgotten. I joined this faculty hoping to fulfill our dream of the decade prior, yet ever timid and easily cowed, I do not see how I will accomplish this alone. It was Jeremiah always leading the way. Without him, I am lost. Get a hold of yourself. Look, you're not alone. Why else did you drag me out here? You are right. With your help, perhaps there is still hope. I do not know what I can do or how far I will get, but I must at least try. Thank you very much. You've done so much for me already, but I have yet to even ask your name. Claire, I'm looking forward to working with you. Alright! So that was the first quest, I think. Or that's just unlocking the quest. Okay, you may now undertake deliveries for the Faculty of Astronomy at the Studium. We just have to talk to Jude. Okay, so let's go on to the next part of the quest, which is a world without you. Jude is eager to begin work on the star lens. Claire, let's waste no time in getting to work. I would like to ask you to craft star lens braces. They are arguably the most important pieces. Oh, that was fast. Okay, you may now undertake deliveries for the Faculty of Astronomy by the Studium by delivering the requested items, blah blah blah. We know how this works. Thank you for agreeing to assist. Please deliver the braces here once you've completed them. Okay, so just one each. Okay. Oop, did not mean to do that. Sorry. Oh man, I need to clear that up. They really got rid of a lot of stuff. Alright, let's do that again. There we go. Okay, so let's see here. Where is it? Nope. What the heck? Where is it? No? Here we go! Okay, I found it. Alright, so we have to... We have some of them already, but we do need more lumber. Okay, so let's just go ahead and just see if we can buy some. Going the wrong way. Let's go and get some more lumber. Alright, here we go. So we need 6. Okay. Okay, there we go. We got some high quality stuff too. What the heck was that? Okay, so far this is pretty easy. There we go, one down. Alright, so let's just head back there straight away and turn this one in. And then we'll continue on with the rest of the crafting. Yeah, I need to clear up all of this. Okay. Alright, so first off, we'll start with Reflect. Oh, that's nice. So let's use Precise Touch. Okay, Innovation. There we go. Destructive Synthesis. And Careful Synthesis. Okay, that's taking care of another one. Let's go ahead and just skip forward just a little bit. Okay, there we go. So we got all 6. Let's turn them in. No, let's not waste the scripts. Let's just go see if there's anything else that we can buy real quick. I know it's kind of annoying. Forgive me for that. Okay. Yeah, I'll go ahead and skip forward too. Okay, so I got a couple things from my white scripts. So let's go ahead and get some more. What stunning craftsmanship! Your talent is incredible! You are a star among stars! Making your first successful delivery, you've begun to earn Jude's trust. Deliver the items Jude needs and deliver them as often to improve. Yeah. Again, I know how all this works. Thank you. Without your help, I'd have no hope of ever finishing the star lens. Oh, you're back? Listen here, Jude. Today I'm going to show you how to make the most of what should be the best summers of your life. Are you familiar with the concept of barbecues? Barbecues? It is a culinary practice originating from the archipelagos off the coast of the New World. Various cuts of meat are thoroughly braised over a span of half a day. Many of our peers prefer studying alone in dreary silence, but that is not so with the Poetry Club. We gather around the fire of the barbecue, discussing the finer points of literature, reciting poetry as we watch the meat smoke and sear. Perhaps the flames that sear the meat will finally ignite a fire in your heart large enough to prepare you into action. At long last, you'll be able to declare your undying love for that homely yet somehow still alluring girl. What do you say? Honestly, I do not know why you should come to me with such a proposal. Join our poetry club, Jude. Just have one taste and you'll realize exactly what you're missing out on. Jeremiah, you live boldly and elegantly. Unlike you, however, I'm a solitary creature. Just the thought of eating across from another is enough to send chills down my spine. Oh, he is so me. I think I found my spirit animal. Nonsense. Surely you at least take meals with your peers? You are my only friend. Oh, now I'm sad. You jest. I never learned how to make friends. They do not teach you that at school. This is but further evidence you mustn't remain here, alone and isolated. I'll continue to visit until I get that through your thick head. Okay, I got mixed feelings on the guy now. Jeremiah never fails to impress me. He has so many friends who, unlike me, are all outgoing and full of cheer. He seems to be having so much fun. Only I could be more like him. Get a hold of yourself. With a bit of effort, you can. You're right. Lamenting my situation will get me nowhere. Chin up, Jude. If you're always looking down, you'll forget to look to the stars. I feel like we're kind of giving him some tough love. Thank you. I feel much better now. That said, we still lack the necessary parts to complete the star lens. I still have a few things to take care of, but you'll be hearing from me again before long. Thanks to her encouragement, my heart, which was as weak as a marmot, has now grown a bit tougher. Tough enough to match pudding. Match pudding? Okay, a marginally scary individual. Don't tell me you're scared of us, really? Okay, so we gotta be at least level 83 before we can go on. Okay, the next quest is Poetry Recital. Okay, seems eager to continue his work, I should hope so. But until then, this is a marginally scary individual signing off. Okay, we're back! This is a marginally scary individual coming to you. So we have the next part of the quest, which is the Poetry Recital. Jude appears eager to continue his work with you. Ah, Claire, just the woman I wanted to see. I have another request to make of you. Would you be up to the task? Thank you. I need for you to craft what is to be the heart and soul of the star lens. You see, an ordinary telescope picks up on starlight, whereas the star lens captures ethereal flickers. This requires what is known as an ethereal lens. While of course materials of a high grade are important, it is the craftsmanship that determines quality, to which I turn to you. Okay. So, to view the list, speak with Jude, blah blah blah, we've been through that. Okay, so... have you managed to finish the ethereal lenses? These are what will allow us to pick up on the ethereal firmaments in the distance. Okay, so we need 6 of those as well. Let's go ahead, see if we can track the materials down. Okay, so we got the lumber, but we still need the cloth and the leather. And I just realized I went running right on past the right shard. I don't know why I keep forgetting that. Oh well. Let's go. I love this outfit for her. She just looks so adorable in it. Yeah, I think I'll keep her in this outfit for a decent while, at least. I mean, I've had, like, the ruffled skirt here for a while, but I never had, like, a really good outfit to go together with it, because I never really liked the top part. But here, she just looks so cute! She's just adorable! Okay, so here we are. Let's get the leather and the cloth. Where is it? Don't be here. Here we go. Oh wow, it's expensive. Alright, just gotta be careful with how much I use. Okay, now the leather. Oh god. I got no choice. Yeah, I don't have leather worker up high enough to make the leather, so I had no choice but to buy it. That's okay. So we're just using the same method that we used before. This here looks to be a little bit tougher than the first. Oh! Well, that was easy. I hate when it blows up in my face like that, I really do. Okay, so that's one down, only 5 to go, so let's go ahead and skip a little bit. Okay, there we go. Now let's try that again. Turning them all in. Magnificent! Even to the untrained eye, it is easy to see the craftsmanship is second to none. With this ethereal lens, we will be able to detect even the most distinct of ethereal bodies. Once again, I am indebted to you. We are still in the early stages of our journey, but I hope we can continue to press forward with the same amount of fervor. Wow, you keep appearing, don't you? Shoot, sequestering yourself in such confined quarters will eventually take a toll on your mental health. Come, there's fun to be had in the outside world. And what exactly does this fun you speak of entail? Allow me to illustrate. I begin this morning with a splendid cup of freshly brewed coffee from the last stand. Shortly thereafter, we all gathered at Ulk's Landing to perform a public poetry recital. I have no poems to recite. 'Tis the spirit that counts. Poetry will help you learn to express yourself more fully, Jude. In fact, why don't you give it a try right now? Make sure you really put your feelings into it. I suppose I could give it a try if it means I can become a bit more like you. A soul shrouded by the dark abyss, the tears that pour forth as blood-stricken rain solidify the poison that nestles in my heart. The world returns to nothingness. Damn, that's dark. I regress. Perhaps you need not delve so deeply into your feelings. That aside, now that you've had a taste of what our sessions entail and what it is like to live every day to the fullest. With your grades and brain, changing faculty should be fairly straightforward. By my next visit, I expect you'll have joined the Faculty of Literature and our Poetry Club. I think he does care. I really do think that. While I know Jeremiah intends well, abandoning my studies in pursuit of literature would mean relinquishing my dream of locating the Azure star. That keeps popping up. I have to use it at least once. Get a hold of yourself. Please do not yell. You know I scare easily. Oh, what a baby. That said, do I always appear so frazzled to you? Or perhaps this is your way of encouraging me? Either way, I joined the Studium in this association for one reason and one reason only. I cannot give up. I just wonder why Jeremiah is so unrelenting in his attempts to have me withdraw from my studies. I do not understand. Astronomy was his first love. Though we were momentarily sidetracked, I would like to thank you once again for your help. I am eager to continue our work together. With you by my side, the resolve in my heart has hardened, and I feel as though the strength of a chocobo rages within me. Well, I guess it's better than pudding. Okay. Who now considers you an individual that takes time to warm up to strangers. Okay, so next quest is going to be at 85. So I guess that's going to be it for right now. We'll be skipping on ahead in just a moment to one step forward. At least for you, it'll be one step forward. Okay, so here we are, and we're at the halfway mark, it looks like. So we're at quest 85. So the next one is one step forward. Jude eagerly awaits you. There, let us jump straight into the next part of the process. I asked that you would craft another vital part of the star lens. You see, the operation of this particular type of telescope requires highly specialized magic. While I understand the mechanics behind this magic, the sheer volume required far surpasses that at my disposal. Please, might you be so kind as to craft ethereal amplifiers for me? There are no words to express how thankful I am, Claire. Not only are you assisting me with producing the star lens, but you continue to encourage me every step of the way. Okay, so this is the next part. I love that he's just asking us, like, it just feels like completely random things that he's asking for. And we're like, okay. Meanwhile, he's not giving us, like, any instruction of how to build one. He just kind of expects us to be able to do it. Alright. So this is a little bit trickier than before. Doing good. So bringing out the big guns here for this. Okay, good. Alright, one down. So let's go ahead and just see here real quick. With the ethereal amplifiers, I should finally be able to channel enough magic to operate our star lens. I don't think it's ready yet. Gold motor components. Oh, that's for something else, isn't it? Alright. Hold on, be right back. Yeah, I'm doing multiple crafting quests at once, so I'm kind of getting mixed up with which one's which. But we got the right one this time. Okay. Yeah, let's just go for it. Claire, it's absolutely perfect. Thank you. I just finished looking over the last delivery. We're so close to having all the parts necessary to begin assembly. Oh, he brought friends this time. Jude, today must be your lucky day. The ever-busy Jeremiah has decided to grace you with his presence. Well, they seem nice. Who are these people? No, they're here to extort coin from me. I must report them to the Studium's guard post-haste. Jeez, you are so tense. Thinking out loud again, are we? You need not worry, they are with me. In fact, they are members of the poetry group I mentioned. I brought them here so everyone could get acquainted. It's nice to meet you, Jude. She's speaking to me! Oh, man. Of course she's speaking to you! That is, of course, the reason we are here, is it not? Ah, you must be the craftswoman assisting Jude. Do also feel free to drop in one of our poetry meets sometime, should it strike your fancy. I've been here for a while now, you just noticed me? So what do you think? A magnificent group of people, are they not? We were just on our way to the last stand. Would you care to join us? Steady now. Jerome Maru is trying to help you. He knows you have no friends and is attempting to coax you out of your shell. You really should be thankful, truly. Absolutely not. Apologies, but I am currently in the middle of producing something known as a star lens. Perhaps another time. What is this nonsense? Come now, Jude, join us just this one time. Only regret awaits should you continue down this dark path. How can you say that with such certainty? Trust me, he knows what he's talking about. Please, that's enough. Let us just be on our way, shall we? Having to meet new people is quite draining, I must say. However, I'm rather proud of myself. Normally, I would have been so nervous, even the thought of speaking would cause me to lose consciousness. I must be growing. Get a hold of yourself again. Oh well, let's go for a more gentle approach. He's at least trying. It is you I have to thank, Claire. Your continued support has allowed me to really blossom. Now enough about me. We are so close to the finish line. With just a little more work, the Starlands will be complete. Before we proceed, however, there's one thing I must confirm. Please come back to see me when you next find the time. Thanks to Claire, the chocobo in my heart has transformed into a mighty hobgoblin. Hobgoblin? Aren't those only in the first? How does he know about those? Considers you a good-natured individual. Well, at least he's not scared of us anymore. Ah, new quest. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that one then. It is a 10-year promise. Jude appears very determined. Last we met, I mentioned there was something I needed to confirm before proceeding. This something concerns Jeromery. Since joining the Studium, I have not had the chance to have a proper discussion with him. There's so much I would like to ask him, such as why he refuses to speak of our vow from 10 years ago, or why he insists so fervently that I drop my studies. For the longest time, I was too scared to confront him. I thought if he had truly lost interest in astronomy, maybe we wouldn't have anything in common anymore, and... Never mind. That's no longer relevant. Thanks to you and our Starlands journey, I've become confident enough to face my fears head-on. I plan to meet Jeromery and ask him what happened to the promise we made at that exact spot where we encountered the Azure star in Tranquility. I'm positive that if I ask him to come, Jeromery will find another clever excuse to avoid me. Please, Claire, would you be so kind as to ask him in my stead? Thank you. You can likely find him at Ook's Landing reciting poetry with his friends. In the meantime, I will make my way to Tranquility and wait for you and Jeromery there. Well, he wasted no time, didn't he? Alright, so let's go and find him at wherever Ook's Landing is. So... oh, there it is. Journey's End. And... probably not going to be so much fun watching me run, so we'll just speed it up just a little bit. Alright, here we go. Who are you? What do you want from us? Nothing. You there, you're the craftswoman helping out at the Faculty of Astronomy. I take it you're not here to recite poetry? No, I'm looking for someone. You seen him? You're looking for Jeromery? Sure, I can point you in his direction, but you have to do something for me first. You see, there is this girl. She spurred my advances a few days ago. I can see you are also flabbergasted to learn she rejected a dashing young man such as myself. Okay, so what do you need me to do? Aren't we snappy? Well, I know just the thing that will elevate me from simply charming to outstanding. A set of classy writing utensils. I want you to craft them for me. I will of course see that you are furnished with everything you need. After all, such consideration is the deafening quality of a gentleman. Well, at least he makes being inconvenient convenient. Just ask this boy right next to me for materials. He still owes me a rather large sum of gold and will see that all your expenses are covered. Maybe I spoke too soon. Let's hurry and get this over with. I cannot stand being indebted to him for a moment longer. Jeez. Okay, writing utensils. Okay, so these have to be high quality. Huh, that wasn't bad at all. Once you finish crafting me my utensils, you can deliver them directly to me. Yeah, I have them right here. Excellent! With this exquisite set, I will no doubt be able to produce poetry beyond that of the average club member. She'll have no choice but to rethink her foolish decision. Alright, you wanted to know where Jerome-Marie is? You can find him at Scholar's Harbor right about this time. Real wet blanket that one is, if you ask me. No need to say that. He's only just joined and has yet to settle in, is all. What faculty did he transfer over from again? He is certainly not going to be happy if I told you. We're going to have to ask someone else. Sounds to me like he's harboring a few secrets then. Yes, the utensils you crafted are superb. Rather than dallying about admiring your handiwork, however, you best hurry to Scholar's Harbor if you want to catch Jerome-Marie. They don't really seem like friends to me. That's just my opinion, anyway. Okay, here we go. Where is he? He's gotta be somewhere. There he is. Oh, it's you, the craftswoman working with Jude. What can I do for you? I wanted to talk to you about Jude. You want to speak with me regarding Jude? Very well. I suppose I could spare a few moments if it concerns our dear friend Jude. Shall we talk here, or did you wish to speak in private elsewhere? Tranquility? I'll be on my way then. I have a feeling that he definitely is hiding something. He definitely cares about Jude. I'm pretty sure about that now. That's why he's going out of his way to visit him all the time, trying to get him to have more friends, to be more social. So I recognize the effort there, but I get the feeling like he's not too happy with the poetry club as he's pretending to be. So, what exactly did you wish to speak with me about? I see. I suspected as much. Of course I should have known you'd be suspicious. You always have been 2 steps ahead of me. Even so, you still came, and I have words for you that have been left unsaid for far too long. Jerome-Marie, why did you quit the Faculty of Astronomy? So you know I once presided there. It would be odd if I didn't. Surely even you knew you wouldn't be able to feign ignorance for long. I ask you again, why did you quit the Faculty of Astronomy? 10 years ago, we made a vow on this very spot. We swore together we'd search for and find the Azure star together. Why would you renege on our promise now? Have you come to hate astronomy? Me? Hate astronomy? Ha! Please do not be silly. Finding that star meant the world to me. You will also be forced to face the truth one day, just as I have. Allow me to warn you before it's too late. I am but 1 summer older than you. I shed blood, sweat, and tears to ensure I'd be able to earn a place to study at the Studium. I kept silent about which faculty I was to enter because I had hoped to make some progress towards our goals and surprise you with it once you joined. Upon hearing members were free to use the telescope any time, I joined the Classical Astronomical Association. I plan to devote all my spare time to our investigation. For several months, days in and day out, I took that telescope and observed every last corner of the sky without fail. To my utter despair, I was unsuccessful in ever locating the Azure star. Even so, I refused to give up on our dream. I thought perhaps a more powerful telescope was required, and so after much negotiating with my professors, I was granted leave to use the finest equipment available in the studio. Yet for all my effort, all my planning, I could not find so much as a glimmer of that bloody star in the night sky. I grew more weary by the day and was eventually forced to come to a harrowing realization. The Azure star does not exist. It never did, just as the scholars at the Studium told us back then. We imagined it. The Azure star doesn't exist? If in fact what you say is true, then why not tell me sooner? Same as me. Finding that star meant everything to you. How could I possibly tell you that? If the Azure star doesn't exist, then what have I been working towards this entire time? I understand your feelings better than you know. Forgetting about it will take time, but it can be done. Promise me, however, you won't forget this, Jude. I am and always will be your friend and ally. Aww. My life. Without the Azure star giving me direction and purpose, it's meaningless. What am I to do? Well, what do you want to do? Yes, you're absolutely right. Letting someone or something determine my life's path is the easy way out. I'm the only one that can decide what's right for me. Let's return to Maker's Meet. There's something I would like to investigate. So we finally are getting answers. Okay, that's good to hear. Oh. So he is a good guy after all. He really does care about Jude. I mean, they've been friends for like 10 plus years now. You just didn't want to hurt him like he was hurt. Still, I don't think that that's going to end it so easily. Why do I keep doing that? Okay. Okay, let's try this again. If even Jerome was unable to find it, there's a good chance the Azure star truly does not exist. There is, however, one other possibility. There is a chance it is out there, just not observable with the tools that were at its disposal. The journey we're about to embark upon is about as dark and uncertain as a flight through a starless night sky. Regardless, I shall not give up. This is a dream I've pursued for a decade. I cannot walk away without a fight. Alone, I would have no hope of continuing Jerome-Marie's work, but with you by my side, perhaps I can accomplish that which even he has not. Claire, may I count on your continued assistance? I'll see you through your adventure, even though I'm so tempted to tell him I can't leave him alone. I knew I could count on you. Thank you, Claire. Once I have everything sorted, let us begin production post-haste. Her continued encouragement has really lit a fire in my heart. I feel as fierce as a bomb. A bomb? Well, I guess it's better than a hobgoblin. Okay, so we have to be level 88. Astronomical growth. Okay, so it sounds like we're getting somewhere then, so let's move on to the next one. Alright, so here we are, about to take on the next quest, level 88. So let's see what he has for us this time. Astronomical growth. He appears anxious to continue the production of the starlets. What do you say we pick up where we left off, Claire? Where traditional telescopes gather light to project an image, the starlens captures etheric glimmers and casts that onto the surface of water, hence making stargazing possible. As I was constructing the starlens, I realized I was missing the very piece that would allow me to do just that. This is where I need to, once again, borrow your seasoned hands. Might you craft some ethereal conductors for me? Once these are finished, there will be but one thing left to do. Okay. So I've actually been doing a lot of crafting. And let's see here, the ethereal duster, captured by the starlens up to water. The starlens wand. Count on you to make me some ethereal conductors. They will allow me to project the ether captured by the starlens onto water. Yeah, I meant to save one to craft to show you guys, but I got carried away. Oh well. Okay, let's go ahead, deliver them. You have my gratitude. Truly, I am blessed to have crossed paths with a craftswoman such as yourself. I believe our fateful union is what shall lead us to the rediscovery of the Azure star. Excellent. Now I have nearly everything I need. Just one last piece and we'll be one step away from a completed starlens. Even if I'm unable to find the Azure star, meeting you has taught me the importance of perseverance. It is a lesson I shall never forget. Oh, what am I saying? Of course I will find it. I must. It is a dream I have spent the last decade pursuing. Exactly, keep up the good work. I don't know why he keeps telling us to get a hold of himself. Yes, I will continue to give it my all. When you find the time to craft the final missing piece, please come and find me. I'll be here eagerly awaiting your visit. Thanks to her support, the fire in my heart grows by the minute. In fact, it feels almost as if Ifrit had taken up residence within me. Wow! When he came from as Pudding, he's now Ifrit. Friend he can confide in. Oh, he finally thinks of us as a friend. Okay, only one quest left, and boy, that was the shortest one yet. So the next one is the Promised Star. Okay, so this is going to be the friend that you can confide in. Signing out for a moment. Be right back. Alright everyone, we're here. I finally made it. We're at level 90 for Carpenter, and I changed her outfit. I think she looks real damn good in it. So that's the Promised Star, the final quest here. for the Facet of Astronomy. Jude hopes to speak with you before completing the star lens. Thanks to you, the completion of the star lens is in sight. Without you by my side, I would have no doubt given up before the journey even began. And I speak not just of finding the Azure star, but also confronting Jerome Murray as to why he quit astronomy. Words are not enough to express my gratitude. Now, here we stand at the finish line, and I have one last request to make of you. Channeling magic into the star lens requires a wand. Would you please craft one for me? Should you ever find yourself short of materials, please help yourself to whatever is in the trunk. That's different. So we don't need to go out and hunt for the final piece that we need. Okay. Okay, prove the classical astronomical association with a wooden box. Okay, so I think it's pretty easy. And story. Here we go. Star lens wand. I can't wait to see how this all wraps up. Almost there. Oh, 1 point away. That would have sucked if it wasn't enough. Okay. Have you finished crafting the final piece? Of course. Do you doubt me, sir? Oh, fancy. It's absolutely perfect. Now that I have the necessary parts, all that's left to do is search for the Azure star. When that time comes, might I be so bold as to ask you to join me? There is also one other individual I wish could be there. That being said, there's no guarantee that the Azure star even exists. I do not wish to disappoint him again. Even so, I would like to search the skies once again with Jerome Murray. After all, it is a dream we shared for a decade. Not at least asking would be a form of betrayal in itself. Something tells me he'll come. Given the time, he's most likely at Oak's Landing reciting poetry with his friends. As soon as I finish putting everything together, I'll go straight there. Please wait with Jerome Murray for me at Oak's Landing. Well, he's certainly got some confidence now. Good for him. So Oak's Landing, so it's just outside. Final journey. I'll just take the right shard. I'm finally learning it! Or maybe not! I just went to the wrong end! What are you looking at? Thanks to the exquisite utensil set you crafted for me, she has finally started taking an interest in me. Are you looking for Jerome Murray again? Yeah, but he's right here, so I don't need to talk to you. Ah, it's you again. I apologize, but we have nothing more to discuss. You may have nothing more to say, but I have plenty. Jude. The star lens that Claire and I have been working on now is complete. It would mean the world to me if you came to watch me begin my search for the Azure star. I'm sorry, Jude, and I'm afraid there is something I cannot do. What do you mean you cannot? This is your childhood friend we're talking about. You should go with them. If the Azure star truly doesn't exist, isn't it your duty to be by his side when he learns the truth? Fair enough. You don't understand. I searched for a decade for that star. It is nowhere to be found. A decade? Surely you jest. What an absolute waste of time that was! What an absolute waste of time that was! Ha! To think you were this close to throwing out all the best years of your life chasing a figment of your imagination. If such a thing exists, the top academics in the Faculty of Astronomy would have already found it. Did you not even take that into consideration? By the gods, you must be even dumber than a sack of rocks. Dude, you were so close to me liking you for a moment there. You... How dare you speak such atrocities? Huh, you talking to me? You, nor anyone else, has the right to ridicule us. Threaten and laugh at me all you like. You will not strip me of my dream. Then maybe what you need is some sense knocked into you. Really? You want to try to threaten someone in the Warrior Blight's presence? I strongly recommend against that. You see that craftswoman there? She's an adventurer from overseas, and certainly not someone you want to pick a fight with. Even you don't stand a chance. You best watch your back. Jude, in all our years together, I don't think I've ever seen you so upset, much less speak up the way you did. I admit I surprised myself a little. My heart is still pounding. I just couldn't let it go when I thought about everything you had invested. The audacity he has to utter such words. I lived, ate, and breathed that dream. When I discovered there was no hope of fulfilling it, the despair that overcame me was beyond words. I felt worthless. That is why I could say nothing earlier. Even if some of the members of the poetry club are a little rough around the edges, this is the only place I have. When we were children and I was crying because I did not fit in with the others, you invited me to join you in stargazing. You gave me a place to belong in this world. And now I'm asking you to join me in that place once more, gazing up at the skies. Very well, but this will be it for me, Jude. And let us make our way to Scholar's Harbor. I must first return to the workshop and retrieve the star lens, so I will meet the two of you there. To think that Jude has changed so drastically in such a short span of time. Seems what he needed was not someone to take him by the hand, but rather coax him forward from behind. Oh, it can't end with us not finding it. I'm sure it's there. But man, what that guy said before, he was the hair away from me liking him. He just had to go and ruin it. I am surprised to see how much Jude has changed. That does not change the fact that the Azure Star does not exist. Man, you are dead set on it. It's almost like you want it to not exist. Wow! Look at this! And there we go. Let us begin then. Oh, wow. So this is the star lens. Doesn't look like much. 10 years ago on that fateful day, we were attempting to observe the constellations aligned with the fifth heaven's gate. I will begin by positioning the starlings in the same manner. Oh! Blue stars. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. The stars can be seen with such clarity. However, the Azure star we saw back then does not shine among them. Not that I expected anything different. After all, one cannot see, even with state-of-the-art technology, that which does not exist. Dude, you are really starting to drag me down. You did well, Jude. The star lens is quite an impressive piece of work. Wait! It is for this exact reason the amplifier exists. But do we need more? Jude, I want to believe it exists just as much as you, but... It exists. It's there somewhere, right before our very eyes. Please, reveal to us your brilliance once more, just as you did 10 years ago. There it is! Jerome Murray, look! It's real! It truly does exist! We didn't imagine it! It's real. Why did I give up so easily? Jude, you are extraordinary. Aww. That was so sweet! Oh, I love that! Oh, looks like we're gonna wrap everything up then. Claire, it's all thanks to you that our decade of hard work did not go to waste. Which reminds me, did you see where Jerome Murray wandered off to? He was with us when we entered the Studium grounds. Ah yes, this feels much better. Now that's more like the Jerome Murray I know. Claire, wouldn't you agree this style suits him better? Just be polite, Claire. Be polite. Thank you. I finally come to realize that simply transforming my appearance does not change who I am on the inside. But that is neither here nor there. What I wish to talk about is the Azure star. There's something about it that has been niggling at the back of my mind. How is it that you succeeded with an ancient lens made of water where the latest, most advanced equipment of the Studium failed? Ah, of course! The star lens allows us to see by capturing not the light of stars, but their ether, correct? I see. You believe that due to how far away this Azure star resides from us, a traditional telescope would have had trouble capturing the light it emits. The starlens, meanwhile, can capture an image of its ether, the very life force of the star. I can scarcely imagine how much further our technology must advance for telescopes to perceive such distant celestial bodies. Strange, then, that we were able to see the Azure star all those years ago. How do you suppose we accomplished such a feat? The lens, contrary to proper telescopes, was made from low-quality crystal. The ether of that crystal lens is likely what allowed us to pick up on the star's glow. But after we reported what we saw, the Faculty of Astronomy conducted their own observations under similar, if not identical, conditions and found nothing. What if the intensity of its ethereal emissions is prone to periodic fluctuations, an etherical cycle, if you will? Stands to reason that night 10 years ago, the Azure star had reached its peak. A brief, miraculous window wherein the star's ether was such that we could catch a glimpse with our crystal lens telescope. Incredible, as always, Jerome Marie, you've always been sharp. Sharp or not, my abilities pale in comparison to your sheer drive, Jude. Thanks to said drive, we have rediscovered an alternate means of viewing stars in the night sky. And if your theory is correct, then that means there are far more stars out there that we've never even suspected waiting to be discovered. It would certainly seem that way. This may very well revitalize and revolutionize the field of astronomy. And let us continue working together to find them, Jerome Marie. Let us continue to breathe life into the dreams of those two young boys from 10 years ago. Jude, you forget I'm no longer with the Facet of Astronomy. In case you've already forgotten, I am a rather persistent fellow. I waited this long, I can stand to wait a little bit longer for your return. I cannot argue with that. Never did I think when we began this journey that it would come to such a spectacular end. Thank you once again, Claire. While our time together was short, it was incredibly fruitful. I am devastated to have to say goodbye. We, however, shall continue to reside under the same stars. When I want to remember our time together, I will simply look to the skies. I pray we will meet again. You shall always remain a treasured and true friend of mine. Fires of Ifrit, nay, a phoenix, have taken up residence in my heart, where they will continue to burn forevermore. Finally, some confidence. Oh, that was so nice! I love that! Oh, what a journey here with the Facet of Astronomy. Esteemed contributor. Okay, treasured and trusted friend. An eye out for the others who require help. Yeah, I get it. Alright! Starry Night! Awesome! And they're both still here. Well, I may be one of many Jerome Maries that exist upon this star. I'm the one that shines the brightest. Gazing upon the night skies with Jerome Marie by my side takes me a decade back. How grateful I am to have not given up. Aw, so nice. Well, we'll leave the boys here to their work. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. It was a lot of effort to put in every quest here for this faucet in one video, but I liked it. So I hope you'll join me next time, and I'll decide which one I want to do next. So until then, everyone, take care.